Alright, YouTube. This is Remi, back for some more Roguelike Rampage. This isn't really the Roguelike Rampage. This is going to be a survival guide for Wayward. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. As you can see, I just died. It was on the death screen. But I'm going to go through kind of my thoughts and setup to get on a pretty self-sustaining point in the game. I'm also going to, I guess, give some rules of thumb and attempt to actually survive a complete setup here. It doesn't always happen, although it looks like we got a pretty good starting area, which is nice. Good fresh water. We got a cave here. The only thing better would be to have like a little area like this that we can close off. Okay, so this is actually a really good starting area. And there's an arrowhead here I can get. So, first things first, as in Minecraft, you really want to punch trees, get wood. It's a good thing. And I need more rocks, actually, because I want to make an axe. Are there any rocks along the beach? Sometimes you can find, like this here. You can find this, pick them up. You can make a sharp rock. I suppose I could just go get rocks from the actual stone deposits over by where we spawned, so I guess we can do that. That's a dead end. And there's a spider here, which is unfortunate. Here's some rocks. Okay, so one of the first... Oh, we got a good one, too. Legendary. +3 to tactics. 124 durability. First, or the second... The first two tools I like to make are the axe and the hammer. Because they're relatively easy to make. Stone, of course. And, actually, we can take this guy on now. We have an axe. Come back here. That's right, you shouldn't have messed with me. And it gives me +3 to tactics, which means it's a fighting axe. And the second one would be a hammer to fix items, which is always nice. So, step 1, punch trees. Step 2, punch rocks. Because you do need a decent supply of stone, and we do have kind of stone, you know, fairly large stone deposits. There's more in here. But caves are dangerous, so... Actually, hold on, let me peek in here again. And it doesn't look like there's any water in there, so the only real reason to go in there would be to fight things. And look for stuff. Get loot, essentially. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down my stones. And leaves as well. Okay. So we started off with a bottle of water. Purified, that's nice. I would like to get more, but... Oh. Already down to 2. Let's see what else. What's next? I guess the next thing would be to get a whole assortment of tools. Which is one thing that I like to do. And to kind of go ahead and start up the food and water. Now, I do have some spider. And I do have some berries and some thistle that I started with. And you can eat the thistle, but I'm not going to. In fact, I'm going to plant it right there if I can. Failed to plant them in the ground. There we go. So that'll spread on its own, which is good. You want that. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make a wooden chest. And build that here to go ahead and put some stuff away. We can put that away. We can put the arrowhead away. You know, just stuff that you don't really need at the moment. I should probably also try and get enough stone for a furnace and enough wood for a door. If I can. There we go. Well, that's just one. I think you need 3 for a door. Yeah, there you go. Oops. So, then we need to find an area to put the door, you know. I could put it... we'll probably put it here. Now, I usually really like to have 2 ways in and out of an area, so I'll probably break through, like, here, and have another door. But we want stone, and we can go ahead and rest a little bit. You just don't want it to get to be nighttime before the bad thing comes. Bad things come. And we're already working ourselves to exhaustion again. So I'm going to go ahead and build the fire pit there. And go get some more logs. Because I need to be able to light it. And we need that door to actually mean something, because right now there's a gap right next to it. Okay. Suppose we can go ahead and eat and drink. Considering that we do have access to some fresh water. But I'm going to go ahead and make a wall. You could make a fence, I suppose, too. I think the only difference is you can see over the fence. You can't see over the wall. So we're going to go ahead and gather water there. The next thing I need is actually one more log at least. There we go. And a stick. And I like to make the bow. And, you know, you'll see when I make it. I need another stick. Or branch. This one's pretty good, the hand drill. The fire plug is alright, but if you make and I didn't mean to make it into a stick. I need a string. Stripped bark. There we go. And you can make a bow, and then you can make a bow drill, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and kill this rat. And carve up the rat. And throw away the tainted meat, because you can eat tainted meat. It's just sometimes you get really bad effects. And I don't want to risk it. And go ahead and make the bone and the sinew. And the fat you can eat as well, but it does reduce your water. You can also use the fat to help start fires, and as you can see, thistles have already started to spread. So we can go ahead and gather these and put them away. I try and refrain from eating thistles unless I really need to. Let me go ahead and put that there. We also got some leather hide, which I will get into later. But now we need another log as fuel for our fire. We need you need 4 things for a fire, right? You can start a fire anywhere. You don't necessarily need a fire pit. But fire pit helps. What you do need is fuel and tinder and kindling and something to start the fire. So we're going to go ahead and make tinder and kindling, and the log will be the fuel. And I'm going to go ahead and put this up here and just keep trying to click until you actually start the fire or something is destroyed. Our kindling was destroyed. There we go. We started the fire. And that allows you to get more to drink, which of course is always good. It also allows you to cook your food so that it doesn't poison you. Yada yada, yada yada. Now I did skip over the tools that I said I was going to make, but that's because it was kind of getting dark. And we do need more stone for that. I would kind of like to break through here and kind of use this oasis over here as our area, but the thistles are in the way. I'm not sure if the thistles are actually going to grow anymore, but I can always plant the seeds again. So, what I want now are a couple things. Firstly, we want 2 smooth rocks. And that'll just give me a sharp... Oh, I need another sharp rock to make a smooth rock. And mortar and pedestal. It's a nice tool, but it's one that you don't want on you all the time. It helps with crafting, and actually I'm going to sleep here. If you sleep facing a fire, you will sleep for a longer portion of time. So when I wake up, it'll be pretty dark. Actually, it might have cycled all the way through to morning again, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and make some more string. I should probably make another pole. Oh no, we have some poles. We have 2 poles. It's fine then. I wonder what I'm missing. Oh, there we go. So I'll go ahead and make a shovel. And shovels are pretty cool. Yeah, so we have this whole area now that we can get to. Assuming that this doesn't grow. Let's move that. And you can move saplings just that easily. Sometimes you get saplings from trees too. But as it gets darker, more and more hostile enemies spawn, from my experience. And you can check fires by right-clicking them, and it'll show up here. You see, it's how you look at stuff, is you just right-click on them. Okay, so what's next? Next would be weapons and armor, in my mind. After we got food established, of course. And really, as long as you have a decent weapon, food is pretty easy to get. You can usually kill spiders, you can kill animals. You can eat this stuff, I just prefer not to. You can eat berries that you find, and that's a bleeding shark. Hold on now. Now, sharks do a lot of damage. You see, he took me down in 2 hits that far. But he's damaged, and I don't know what damaged him. But you can also forage for stuff, just go around picking berries. Berries don't help your thirst, though. So, they do help your health, though, I believe. If we go ahead and drink that, we can get more. I'm not sure if my fire went out or not. And no, it didn't. Good. And we can go ahead and do that. Now, I do have a torch in my inventory, but there is another way to spread fire. You make a stick, you ignite the stick, and you go and set things on fire. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of... It's actually a lot easier to start fires with this, I think, than the, like, bow drill. But it only lasts for a certain amount of time. Eventually, this will decay in my inventory. And it can break, but I'll let you see how it looks once it's decayed. Because right now it has 0 uses left, which isn't good. But I set fire to these trees because they're kind of standalones. And we want something in them. So yeah, food, water, we have access to water, even though it's not stable. I mean, we will eventually use it all up, so the next thing would be to start getting water that is infinite. Because, you know, things are gonna keep spawning, animals at least. So we do have infinite food as long as we can hunt. And here is the next thing on our list, which is a furnace. We don't really need it yet. Don't worry. We'll use it eventually. You can make a sundial, but it only tells time when it's daylight. You know, as actual sundials do, which I think is a nice touch. So it's kind of promoting you to only do stuff during the daytime. And you see this meat is already rotted away. Now it's rotten meat. I don't think you can do anything with that. But if you really want to get your plants going, and I'm pressing 2 here to use the shovel. This stuff here gives off peat, and I do believe you can take peat and dirt to make pile of compost. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, and the compost makes things like thistle seeds or mushrooms or whatever grow really good. Alright, so this is what we want. We wanted the charcoal. And I'm actually going to put a lot of this stuff in the chest at the moment because we don't need it. But the burning stick degraded into a pile of ash. And if I dug these things here, we could dig up some more ash, but I don't really want to right now. Actually, we'll go ahead and experiment with this. So let's say that I want to come in here. Well, let's try and keep it down here. Let's go ahead and plant these here if we can, as long as they don't... There we go. So these will eventually spread. And we'll kind of wander off while we let that happen. We can make a kiln here, but I don't really want to. What I want to find is some stone that has iron in it. So next morning we'll go look at all this stone down here and try and find areas that have iron. Guess we can go ahead and eat that and drink that. I'm trying to avoid gathering water from this area because it's kind of like our emergency ration water in case I'm stuck in there. So we're gonna come all the way around here to get some. And technically, I don't think things can spawn where there's light, but up here things could spawn and come down, so I should put a door here. And our fire went out, which is not cool, because now I need logs. Now, if I were really trying to survive, I would probably have punched more trees initially, and got a few stockpiles going. This is kind of what I mean by stockpiles. I just have some rocks here and some leaves here. Although those are kind of like waste items. You can stoke fire with leaves and you can do some decorative things with stones, but more or less not something you're going to... Oh, I need kindling and tinder. Not something you're going to use abundantly. So, keep that in mind. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll try and sleep until it's daytime. You sleep more at night, and you sleep more while facing a fire. So it's still not daytime, and our thistles have expanded, so we're going to go ahead and pick these up. Now, this one probably won't grow anymore, but if I go ahead and fertilize it with this, it will. Let's go ahead and eat some stuff. Now I'm going to keep... If I combined water with the thistles, we get this medicinal water, which cures poison. And it might even have a chance to cure burning. And if we get poisoned by the spider here, I'll show you, but we didn't. So that's fine. You can get poisoned from spiders and snakes and some other things as well. Let's try and make a way down this way. And I guess I can go ahead, because logs weigh a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and put those away. And cook this spider. You need a stick to cook a spider. There we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave some stones here to get them out of my inventory. Ah, man, I started... Now I'm on fire. And I'm on fire again. So, let's see if the medicinal water works on burns. Yep, it went from burning to healthy. But now we're out water. Although it did fill our... this water bar. So, oh, stupid spider, go away. Please don't poison me either. And here comes a rat. Let's go ahead and get this guy for his leather. Rats are actually really nice. They provide a lot of stuff. You get sinew from them. You get a bone pull from them. They're pretty good. So now we're looking for iron. I know it's nighttime. This stuff here is talc. Not 100% sure what that's used for. Here's some iron. And I'm pretty sure, like logs, you get 3 from each rock that has it. And we can go back home. 3 is enough to make a few things. I usually try and get armor first. And our fire's already out. See? The thistles spread to here after we use the fertilizer on it. Which is pretty cool. But the next thing we need... Oops, didn't mean to step on that. Is... Actually, we need more fire again. Which kind of sucks. Because now we need a log. Okay, come on. There we go. So we got fire. Now I could use a stick, thank you. And a stick, and ignite. And we're gonna go ahead and start up the furnace. If we can, thank you. Finally. We can go ahead and put, oops, this away as well. Go ahead and cook up our spider. Or not. So if you want to get something out of your inventory that has 0 uses left, just throw it and it'll break on impact. And see, the thistles spread again. Again. I need a sharp rock. So we have the resources to have cures for poison and burning, which is good. You want that. Okay. So actually that might be useful to make in a second. What we want to make is this, wrought iron, which uses your hammer and iron ore, and my crafting isn't up that high, so we got one bad one. It's only got 2 out of 4 durability. But we can make armor, you can make a sword, which has +6 piercing and slashing, and this legendary stone axe only has +3 slashing and blunt attack. But I would prefer to make armor. Because, like I said, like the sharks that we fought, yeah. Wolves, bears, ghosts, harpies, slime things, all sorts of badness happens. But this requires a forge. I forget what the forge actually needs. So we might have to come back to that in a second. But after you get weapons and armor, which we have the resources for, I suggest that you get crafting abilities up. And our crafting ability is going to lead us back to the ability to self-sustain water. And actually I should probably go ahead and make that door, shouldn't I? If it is nighttime, things could spawn. What happened to our... Did our axe break? You're kidding me. Our legendary axe broke. I wasn't paying attention. Damn. Okay, so we need 2 sharp rocks. There we go. Alright, come back here, spider. I think you can also use, these, oh, go away. These mushrooms for, medical stuff. Let's see, what was I getting? I was getting something. Oh, right, for the door. Because we don't want things spawning on us. There's a bat. For some reason, bats don't give you bad food, although we're bleeding now. Because we don't have any armor anymore. And I'll fix that in a second. What I'm doing right now is kind of risky. So I just needed enough for a door. Because I will start bleeding, and I'm going to show you a different way to heal yourself. Okay, so we have a needle here from a cactus. You can also make them out of bone. And, take a needle and a string to make a suture, and then you use it to heal yourself, and it'll stop bleeding, which is nice. Oh, darn. There we go. Now I have a stick, I can go ahead and cook this bat meat and eat it and feel awesome. So, now we need, actually we need another needle. That's what we do need. Come on, give me the wood. Oh, that one had a lot in it. And give me the water. And back, oops, in here. I don't think we have any bones on us right now, do we? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and get all this weight out of us. And, oops, I keep running into things. Boom, boom. Good. Actually, we can go ahead and drink that to help us out. Now, wasn't there a rat around here somewhere? Yeah, there he is. Let's see if... Oh, there's a bear. That's bad. Bears are very powerful. And I have an ant on me for some reason. But bears... The ant wasn't in the game, don't worry. The bears can... They're like sharks, but on land. Land sharks, yes. Let's just go ahead and take from this. We're getting close to be able to... Ah, crap. Have our own... water supply. Okay. And here comes the bear. I want to make sure that I have a way through. That's a dead end. That was bad. There's got to be a way through the other side here. Here we go. Yeah, getting cornered is bad. It's easy to do in this game when you don't know the area. So one of the first things you need to do is kind of figure out the area. Alright, come on, give me your bones. Alright, so we can go ahead and throw this away. Bone into sharpened bone into bone needle. And then you can go into lockpick, but I'm not going to. Get some sinew. You can also get food from these kind of trees here that have little white things at the bottom. You'll get mushrooms from them. Okay. Please don't come this way, bear. Sometimes creatures will just wait outside your door. And that's why I like to have two exits, so I might just chop down one of these trees here. Probably this one. So I guess we need... Well, do I need fire for what I'm doing? I don't, do I? I do need the mortar and pedestal, though. Okay. So as long as you have the mortar and pestle in your inventory, you can take tree bark and make tannins to turn hide, leather hide, into tanned leather. And now I have 3 of those, and as long as you have a needle and string, I didn't mean to make those rocks, you can then make some leather stuff, which is pretty dang cool. And actually I need more string. Come on, give me stuff that I can make into string. I might need more leather too, I don't know. Come on, just let me see. Okay, fine. I'll do it this way. I usually try and save saplings, but not today. Yeah, then you can make like a water skin. There is a way to make glass bottles, but water skins are easier. Then after you do that, you can get enough stones together to make either the solar still, which requires a sheet of glass, it's harder to make, or the stone water still. So why can't I use... Oh. Huh. Yeah, and see the bear's right outside here now. Am I not using a weapon? I'm not using an item, I guess, not necessarily a weapon. I did not mean to make that smooth rock. Oh well. Come on now. Let's go ahead and start chopping down this tree, I guess. Now, usually I try and watch my tools, and when they get low, repair them with the freaking hammer, but I haven't noticed yet when they're low. Not carve. Held. Almost. Come on, seriously. Where's the still? We were able to make it earlier. Oh, do I need pole-like still? We need string. That's what we need. Okay. How... This fire's almost extinguished, so I can stoke it with some sticks. So now it's very healthy. Okay, there we go. Still need some more. You can also stoke it with leaves, but they don't do nearly as much. Okay, now it looks like I can make the stone water still. I guess we can go ahead and put it here. And need a stick again. There we go. Go ahead and ignite that, and we can go ahead and start a fire there. And if I didn't have a bear here to deal with... Okay. Here comes the bear. But now we can come up to the ocean, which doesn't go away when you gather from it. Hey, bear. Okay. And then you just come up to this thing and you pour and you set it on fire. And then once the fire goes away, you can gather water from it again. And it'll be distilled water, which is good, you know? Alright. But we do have other ways of getting water currently, which is nice. Oh, and it looks like the thistles have spread over to there, which I guess is cool. Alright, so let's see, what's next? I suppose next would be to, like, gear up and explore. If you get enough iron, you can actually get, like, full iron armor. Now, that weighs a lot, and you do only have, like, right now I can only hold 65 pounds. Right now I'm holding 55.5, so I'm holding quite a lot. If you make bags with leather, that does reduce some of the weight of the items in the bag, but I wouldn't count on it exclusively. The next thing, I suppose... Yeah, I guess would be get pretty much all iron gear. Probably make a bow. Composite bow is quite good. And I didn't make a door for this. We need a door. Where... Let's see, I only have 2 logs. 3. Because if a bear comes through here, we would die. And there might be some, you know, areas around, oops, around here that have... There's a spider there. That have just excellent iron deposits. But they're a little bit hard to get to, apparently. Oh, geez, this thing. This is Boglin, where we went and got that peat stuff. He like kind of threw up or attacked me there, so now there's peat there. And I'm bleeding, which is never good. Okay. And I've healed up, luckily. So, now I'm kind of stuck. And this is the danger, and this is why you want an enclosure. Because if I didn't have all these doors around, I would be dead right now. I mean, I would be fighting them off. It looks like this is ready to gather, but we have water, so I won't force it. We could kind of chop through here pretty easily. So I guess I'll do that while I'm talking. One of the big things in this game is caves. You can get a lot of really good things. You can get, like, huge freshwater lakes in caves. You can even get, really cool just loot on the ground. I found... I'm pretty sure the only, like, thing that you can't get in caves that you can get on the surface are messages in a bottle, and that's because you can only get those at the shore. So, I guess take that with a grain of salt. Now let's go ahead and drink this just so I can show you, because it does look differently. And it says desalinated water in a glass bottle. I don't know. Basically, you boiled salt out of it, which I'm not even sure if you can actually do in real life. At least not 100%. But it's good to drink now. Here's more thistles. I think you can get flowers, which also kind of help for medication stuff. I can't see that. Some of these things don't have, like this one here. Can't see that one either. This one has talc. There's one other kind of like white rock that you can get. And these have more rocks in them because they're kind of like mountain peaks. And there's snow here, and there's a slime here, which is kind of cool. I actually haven't tried to dig snow. Let's try that. Pile of snow. Cool. I don't know what use that is. Doesn't seem to be able to craft anything from it. Now there's a spider following me. There's some iron there, but it would take a while to break up all the rock to get to it. So yeah, if I were to actually take the time to get all suited up, we could probably go exploring in the caves. I'll go ahead and get this one. And I'm carrying too much weight. Of course I am. Still too much weight. There we go. So that's one thing you have to worry about. And if I were wearing, like, the only thing I have equipped here is this guy. And this is how you repair. You basically put it in front of you, and I'm pressing 1 for hammer. And it'll auto-repair it. You can also, you know, click on it in your inventory and hit repair. But every time you repair, it reduces the total durability, but puts the... it reduces the max durability, but puts the actual durability back to full. Alright. And, oh, our fire's still going. It's kind of surprising. So I think I'm going to stop here with trying to progress this. Oh, I trampled thistles. The bear did. Now, if I were full iron armor, I wouldn't have, like, hardly anything in my inventory, because I would probably have food, medical stuff, like a suture, or you can make, actually, I don't know if you can make it here. Let's see if we can. Where are you? Because I'm pretty sure it's just string. What is it? There's another kind of medical thing you can make. It's not a suture. Ah, here it is, a tourniquet. Oh, you need 2 string for it. But it'll also heal you. I think it also stops poison, and it'll stop bleeding. So I would have some of those. I would probably have some resources to make some of those if I had cotton. And you can find cotton kind of planted in places, and I'm kind of looking for it here. And I might miss it while I'm talking, so if you see it, I'm sorry. But cotton's a good resource to have. It's one of the main plants. You can make cloth from it, make bandages. And different bandages can do different things more effectively than others. There's a snake, I'm going to stay away from him. And I'm not sure what amber's used for yet. If it's even implemented. Oh, here's cotton. So, if you get 3 of these, you can... Well, first off, you can just make them into cotton seeds and grow your own. Oh, jeez. Completely crushed him. But... if you get 3 of these, you can make cloth, and then you can, from cloth, make a bandage. And then you get, like, coal. You know that coal that I got from burning down the trees? Yeah. You can make a coal bandage. Which I think helps with poison, maybe? I don't know. But these things can also help with medical. But you can't eat them. You can pick up these plants, which is kind of cool. Roots that I just got, these things, you can make them into string, and you can also use them to brew into water for goodness. There's some more there, but I'm probably overweight. Sandstone, if you get a piece of sandstone, you can make a grindstone, which is also a way to repair things other than the hammer, which is pretty cool. And you can find iron in sandstone as well. Lots of thistles over here. Let's see, I guess, yeah, the last thing you would want to do after you've been suited up is just go exploring. And you don't necessarily have to take your iron armor everywhere, or even iron weapons or tools. Stone ones work fine. You might feel safer with the iron stuff, but it's up to you. But after you go exploring, you're gonna want to, you know, make it. If you haven't made a raft, you're gonna want to make a raft and go island hopping for more resources. Kind of bring them in, start farms if you need to, or want to. And here's the bear. Run away from the bear. And see, I might be able to grow us some of these guys while I talk some more. So those were kind of my guidelines to getting set up. As you can see, I kind of have, I mean, I'm hungry right now, which I probably should have noticed earlier. We can go ahead and eat that. We can go ahead and drink. And see, we got cotton already, which is cool. And we also got thistle seeds that are apparently about to die, so I'll just go ahead and eat them. So the next thing I would kind of heed are kind of my rules of thumb for dealing with things in this game. Try and always have some sort of food or water on you, even if it's unpurified water. it's probably better than nothing. Unless it's salt water, of course. Salt water actually decreases your thirst bar. But unpurified water, I think, just has a chance to poison you or to make you hungrier and reduce your stamina, maybe. Try and keep healing items on you for emergency, which is why I'm trying to gather up some cotton. Alright, so we got 3 here, and you can make that into cotton fabric, and then cotton fabric into a bandage, and then from a bandage you can take charcoal and make a charcoal bandage, which is pretty cool. So that's a healing item. That's kind of an advanced healing item. The tourniquet and suture are basic, and like the, you know, poison curing water is good too. I guess rule of thumb 3 would be to don't carry around too much unnecessary stuff, and I have a lot of unnecessary stuff on me right now. Usually I would have like half of this dumped, simply because I don't need it all. I would have them in like piles like I do up here, just kind of up against one wall, even rocks and stuff. Always try and have easy access to fire. Now, I've let the fire go out a few times. Usually I have torch holders. I'm not sure. Yeah, we can make one. A torch stand. I guess I can go ahead and put this here. But you can light these the same way as you can light, you know, pretty much anything. I think to light these you need a log. But they're just a source of light, and they last longer, I believe, than regular fires. But as long as you have 2 fires that are started at different times, they'll decay at different times. So if one goes out, you can light a stick from one and carry it to the other. And I could have done that with this in the still, or the furnace in the still, or whatever. You just need sources of fire. And it's okay to let the fire go out as long as you have means to restart the fire. So I guess the next thing would be to know your area. I think I mentioned that before, because getting pinned is a bad thing. And this guy is gonna block me here. Knowing the AI kind of helps too, how it moves. So, but if I'm like running and I think that this is a way through, and then I step this direction instead of stepping this direction, I'm suddenly stuck, because I can move to here or I can move to here. Especially if it's like a bear chasing me, because there's no way I could fight a bear right now. So the next thing would be caves are dangerous, but they have a risk-reward factor. So as long as you think they're worth it, go for them. I would tend to wait until you're all suited up. I have a lot of things chasing me now. Yeah, I would tend to wait until you're suited up completely in iron. Or at least have chest pants, a chest pants, helmet, and sword. Those would be the 3 main things I would get. Damn. I don't think I can get through. Especially now. Yeah, I think I just got stuck, didn't I? Oh wait, no I didn't. Yes I did. So I'm gonna try and out-juke the AI here. There we go. It was easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Let's see, what else am I missing? Oops. Other than the fact that I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. And I kind of think that some of the animals should fight each other. I know that there was an injured shark earlier, but I'm not sure if that was from him fighting other sharks. I guess, yeah, my last two rules of surviving would be to try and be a hoarder. Everything will have its purpose. You know, set up a perimeter and hoard within the perimeter or just outside the perimeter. Like, I have things out here, but they're easy enough to grab. And have many exits on your perimeter. I have 3 here. Usually I want at least 2. And dying is part of the game. It's meant to be one of those games where dying is fun. So don't get mad when you die. Or if that's your thing, then get very mad when you die. Just keep playing. Oh, I just trampled those crops, which was bad of me. So, I'm gonna try, it probably won't be this, you know, exact game, but I'm gonna try and get set up to the point where I have iron armor, pretty much everything. I have a solid footing in the game. And then I'll start recording and we'll do a little adventuring next time I play Wayward. But, for those of you who are getting tired of Wayward, I am going to try to bring some of my other series back into it, other than just the Rampage. Might be a little bit difficult, and they might be a little bit more sporadic, but I'm going to try that. So, I've been Remi, this has been the Roguelike Rampage, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.